Here's Prescott. Over middle, fire, caught, CeeDee Lamb, touchdown, Dallas.
What up, Cowboy Nation? It's your boy Big D over here at Big D Media, talking all things Dallas Cowboys and other NFL news. Real quick, before I get started, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit that bell so you'll know when I'm talking football over here on the channel. Man, Cowboy Nation, we got a lot going on. We have spiraled into becoming the Eagles. I don't understand it. CeeDee Lamb mama going off, Micah Parsons' brother, Tad Prescott. I mean, man, we done woke up everybody because of the way we acting about this game. We can't push our players away, man. Every time we lose, y'all ask for Dak to be gone. Every time. It's really ridiculous, man. Like, who you want to go get at quarterback next? Oh, y'all must want Trey Lance to play. He could be good. You know what I mean? But the quarterback you have now is good enough to win with. He need everybody else to show up to the playoffs with him. The defense was bad last week, Cowboy Nation. We thought we had a good defense. We thought. Turns out we didn't. Every big game tried to tell us. You wasn't good against Buffalo. You wasn't good against San Francisco. Couldn't get that last stop against Miami. Seattle walked up and down the field on you. Another team that could run the ball. And you act surprised because of the way you got done in the playoff game. When you seen all year the run game wasn't good. You seen all year that when a team can run on us, they just push us around. That's Dak's fault, right? That's Dak's fault. That's really crazy. Now, I will say, it is, and I don't agree with all these takes y'all have on Jerry Jones because it's ridiculous. Nobody would be hollering Jerry Jones' name had that team came out and played better. Jerry Jones was surprised at how bad they played. I don't think anybody in the world thought the Cowboys. You can be a Cowboy hater, troll, whatever you want. Nobody thought that game would go like it did wild card weekend, but it did. So you want to tear everything down now? You want Dak gone. You want Micah gone. Now, I'm upset with the way Micah played. I don't want him gone. That's insane. What are you talking about? That's Micah Parsons. You got to earn that nickname back, that lion. You ain't been acting like no lion, brother. Because when people paying attention to you, you don't eat. One thing I do know is that our defense has not been good when they are down. Y'all say Dak. When Dak losing, he ain't no good. That's funny because it's really the other way around. When Dak not playing good, the defense don't play good. When we down, Dak Prescott usually bring us back, man. Have done it over and over and over again. Did it against Seattle. Did it against Detroit. Did it against Miami. But calling for everybody's job because you didn't win a football game, these are people's livelihood. This is how people make their money, man. Okay, if somebody called for your job every time you messed up, how many jobs would you have lost? Gotta humble ourselves, man, and really look at this thing from a realistic perspective. Your defense wasn't good enough. It wasn't your quarterback. It wasn't your coach. Your defense wasn't good enough. You know how you say players can't overcome bad coaching? Sometimes it's the opposite way around. Sometimes good coaches can't overcome bad players. And Damone Clark is a bad linebacker. Jaron Kearse is a bad safety. Now, he was okay when he first got here. He was serviceable, but now he didn't slow down even more. And Jaron Kearse on his way out the league. He was on his way out the league when we came to us. We were his last shot at getting anything from the NFL. He was predominantly a special teams player. And we gave him a starting role on a playoff team. And he's just not showing up in big moments. Micah Parsons, Terrence, you can be mad as you want. Your brother did not play well last week. Are we saying your brother is overrated or no? Your brother didn't play good last week. Your brother doesn't play well against good teams. Your brother struggles against good offensive tackles. As many times as he's played the Eagles, that's his first sack on Lane Johnson. Now, I do know that's Lane Johnson. That's supposed to be Micah Parsons, the young lion. He run into these great offensive tackles and he caged. That's where you get your money when you face Trent Williams, when you face Lane Johnson. That's when we supposed to see your greatness. We haven't been seeing it, Micah. That's all we saying as fans. And quit talking to Skip Bayless, man. You know yourself. He's a fake fan. He does stuff for clicks. He does stuff for people to watch his show. And you keep responding to him. Like Shannon said, quit lending him your audience. He want to talk to Micah Parsons. You don't have to respond to Skip Bayless. You don't have to respond. I really wish you would get off social media. Our Cowboy players should not be on social media. It's not a safe place for them. Mentally. Players were more mentally tough back in the day because we didn't have social media. All they had was newspaper clippings. Now you can go on the phone and see any player talking about you. And a lot of these cats ain't mentally strong enough to not respond, to not let it get to them, to not let a couch quarterback get under their skin. Somebody who watched the game from home and then can just say anything in hindsight and feel like they right. It's not the right choice to fire Mike McCarthy. It's just not. No matter what happened, it's not the right decision. You just want something to happen because you feel so bad. Cowboys don't want to win. Mike McCarthy a good coach. He won 36 games in 3 years. No, we haven't had the playoff success. That don't mean it's not coming. This is not easy. It's not. And for people to be going after people, kids, CeeDee Lamb mama, I ain't seen Tad and his brothers. I don't think Dak Prescott mom, if she was here on earth, God rest her soul, would come after CeeDee Lamb after a bad game. Because, see, I'm pretty sure if she was alive, she'd have had something to say about your son bringing that weird energy to the game after the first series. This ain't teaching your son to be accountable at his profession. He's a professional. Mama can't be coming out the woodworks talking and speaking up for him. But it do make me wonder what CeeDee Lamb be talking to his mama about. This is going to be an issue when your son go to sign for that big contract. Hey, is your mama going to be a problem? Are we going to have a problem with your mom on social media? causing distractions to the team, because that's all it's going to do. Now you're going to have to answer questions about your mama. Dak going to have to answer questions about your mama when he come back. Micah, we going to have to answer questions about your brother. Dak, same thing. But I can understand where Tad coming from, because we are the worst when it comes to Dak Prescott as Cowboy fans. The same with Romo. Maybe they will perform a little better if they knew they had the support of the fans. I understand it's been a long time, but for some teams it's been never. Quit acting so entitled. Just because you the Dallas Cowboys don't mean you're entitled to a Super Bowl. Just because you good in a season don't mean you're entitled to a Super Bowl. Buffalo made it 4 years straight and did not win. We're not entitled to nothing. We got to go take it. And until we get a run defense and a better run offense, we won't be taking nothing but a seat come January. Now that's Jerry's job. And if I don't see that happening, my tune will change. But you, Jerry, everybody thought Tony Pollard would be able to fill this role, and he wasn't. He tried to get Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook had his mind made up before he even signed the dotted line. He was going to the Ravens. The Titans wanted too much for Derrick Henry. Why you think nobody? You think the whole league wasn't asking about Derrick Henry? But the Titans was trying to be slick. They didn't want to pay him the money, but they want to turn around and get first-round picks for him, multiple early-round picks for him. Why am I give you that when you don't even believe in him? Do you want to pay him? So why would Jerry go off and give off these first-round picks? And then if it don't work out, the next year we don't have no first-round picks, y'all going to be complaining about that. Sometimes as Cowboy fans, we're never satisfied. If you think Jerry Jones is not trying to win, if you think Jerry Jones is not trying to get a Super Bowl, you crazy. That man don't have a long time left, but he don't want to ruin the team and his resources and his capital trying to go get one player to try to get to one game that you might not win. And now you've ruined your future on a blown mission. Now, if Mike McCarthy don't get the job done after this year, or we don't win 2 playoff games and get to a third, I can understand people wanting his job, because it'll be 5 years then. Next year will really only be his 4th year. He did not have Dak Prescott his first year. He didn't have him. You gotta give him a mulligan on that one. So next year is really his 4th year. Y'all think Jerry Jones and them really don't know what they doing? They've been doing this a long time, a lot longer than all of us. But we feel like we can sit at home and say, we need to do this, and if you do this and do that, you'll win. And you don't know nothing. As the average fan, you don't know nothing. You just know you feel bad because we lost. That's what you know. But you don't know how to go about improving this defense besides getting linebackers. Do you know how to go about getting them? Do you know if we need rookie linebackers? Because me personally, on offense I would go young, but on defense I would go get some veterans. Somebody who didn't seen this stuff before. Because if you fill your team up with just young players, it's going to be a long year again. It's the NFL. It's a lot of stuff they haven't seen. So we need to go young on offense as far as running back. Go draft one. But on defense, linebacker-wise, we need to go get some veterans. The draft class this year looked more developmental than instant impact. That's fine. That happens in a draft. Mozzie wasn't great this year. He wasn't horrible. But he changed his eating and his body reacted and he started losing a lot of weight. Some of y'all ain't changed y'all diets in years. Ain't never changed your diet. You wouldn't understand that. I'm pretty sure he didn't try to lose almost 50 pounds. But it happened. And our draft pick that we had in the middle to help stop the run didn't happen to turn out. That's okay. He got some time. But wanting everybody off the team and wanting everything blown up, that's not the solution. And you're going to be very mad next year if they decided to do that. You'd be even madder as a Cowboy fan. So just relax and see what happens. Yes, it felt different this year. And it do feel different with McCarthy. Because I can kind of see that finish line. It's right there. We just got to stick with it and can't quit before we get there. Because this year got us in our feelings. You think San Francisco heart ain't been broke the last few years, making it to the Super Bowl, making it to multiple NFC championships, and they ain't got one of these yet. So if they don't make it to the Super Bowl this year, if they lose next week, or if they happen to lose in the Super Bowl again, are we going to be calling for Kyle Shanahan's job? Because he's getting there, but he ain't getting it done. Or is everything just participation? Will we just be happy we get into an NFC championship and if we lose, cool. If we win, cool. No. As a Cowboy fan, I know that's a lie. Y'all gonna be mad even then. I don't think San Francisco fans gonna be calling for Kyle Shanahan's job and calling for Brock Purdy to be gone. And it's a good team over there. If they don't happen to get it done, do they take that away? Nah. Just like I'm not gonna take away nothing Dak Prescott did this year. But I will say this, Ms. Ramirez. I heard no complaining all year when your son was breaking records. Dak throwing him the ball. I heard no complaints. The reason your son is about to get a large amount of money is because of Ford. So just because you bashed him, and you was loud and clear on Twitter about your feelings about Dak Prescott, when your son signed that contract and hand you them keys to that house and hand you them keys to that car, make sure you holler Dak Prescott name then. Because he the reason your son getting it. He wouldn't get none of that if Dak just decided to go this way with the ball instead of CD. So just as loud as you were with disrespecting him and calling him out, make sure you that loud and clear with the gratitude of helping your son go get that contract. That's going to make sure you, your family, and your grandkids don't have to do nothing anymore. Make sure, Miss Ramirez. And Terrence Parsons. Yeah, we would miss Micah whenever he decided to leave, if he left, whatever happened. We gonna miss him. We love him. But if he gonna play like that, he can take his ass on, and we'll suffer the consequences. But if you just gonna rush the passer and not play the run, we don't need you here, sir. Dak Prescott, I understand where you're coming from, and let me say, as a Cowboy fan, I can't speak for all of us, but this one right here, I love your brother, man. I support your brother. And I think his story, y'all's story, is amazing. And I think we can win with your brother. And I support him to the fullest. And I know he needs that right now. Because even though I know, and a lot of us fans know, last Saturday, just wasn't Dak Prescott's fault. I'm pretty sure he at home beating himself up right now because you can't tell him that it probably wasn't his fault. But I understand where Dak Prescott is coming from, because a lot of these Dallas Cowboy fans don't understand that these are people. And they say anything. They don't understand Jerry Jones is a person, and wishing that his death would come is really ridiculous over a football game, over a team you support, something that doesn't hurt you, something that doesn't benefit you or hurt you in any way. It's something you choose to be a part of. So you can choose to walk away at any point, but wishing someone's death so you can get satisfaction from a football game is ridiculous, man. And a lot of y'all need to look at what y'all be typing on these social media platforms. Just because you ain't say it and you typed it don't mean karma ain't real, man. Quit wishing death on people before yours turn up. We're going to be alright, Cowboy Nation. We just got some things to fix. But we're going to be alright. Blowing it up ain't the solution. Fixing your run offense and fixing your run defense is. And I think you will get a better result than what you got this year, because you have everything else you need. You got the quarterback, you got the receiver, you got the tight end, you got the coach. Now you just need to stiffen up your defense and get this run game going. Get a running back that can punish people physically, and watch how this thing turn around. I'm Big D here, Big D Media, man. I appreciate everybody who subscribed to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to always say that at the end of the video, because I'm trying to keep this thing rolling, man. I really love to do this. But, like, comment, subscribe. Type down in the comment section if you still want Dak Prescott as your quarterback, and if you still want Mike McCarthy as your coach. I, for one, want both of them to be around for a while, because it's going to give us the best chance to win. I'm Big D here at Big D Media, man. I hope we can all get over this loss. I hope we can all, calm down, come together. We got to stick together over here in Cowboy Nation, because we all we got, man. Nobody likes us, media, other football fans, other football players. And Cowboy Nation is just Cowboy Nation, the players and the fans, and we can't turn on each other. Miss Lady, Miss Ramirez, C.D. Lamb Mama, whatever your name is, your son didn't play good. That's okay. But you coming out talking down on the quarterback is not teaching him to be accountable in his profession. And he needs to take accountability and ownership on how he played last week and the body language that he, displayed. Terrence, we love your brother, but he got to get better at guarding the run. He got to get better at playing the run. He got to play the whole field. He got to quit worrying about just rushing the passer. I can't say that's what he's doing, but that's what it looked like, fam. And I can only go by what it looked like. Tad, I hope your brother stay around for a while, man. I really do. I enjoy having Dak Prescott as my quarterback. If he don't win the Super Bowl, that's not going to change my feelings about it. Same as Tony Romo. Tony Romo's still one of my favorite Cowboys, because he showed grit all the time, played injured all the time. He used to put it all out there for us. But we forget that because our team didn't get a ring. We got to get better as fans, Cowboy Nation. Got to get better. But I'm Big D here at Big D Media. And as always, over here at Big D Media, go Cowboys.